Hey, what's popping, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Femi K, and today I'm going to be talking about how I got myself the residence permit in Russia. So, guys, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, stay tuned till the end of this video. So, guys, quick one. I used my phone to prepare most of this information, so I'll also be reading from my phone so that I won't miss any of this, information. So, guys, stick to the end of this video and we're going to dive right in. So guys, I'm going to dive right into the video. So recently, the government came up with a law that if you are doing a degree program, you are liable to a residence permit. So I took the bold step, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you the steps that I took to achieve this goal. So firstly, let's state the benefits of getting a residence permit in Russia. So it stated, number one, the ability to freely leave or enter Russia during the period of the residence permit. That's number one. Number two, registration of a medical policy and free medical care in Russia. Number three, the possibility of obtaining tourist and other visas to other countries without leaving Russia. Four, the right to stay in Russian Federation for the entire period of study and after completing studies for the next 6 months. During this period, it is possible to apply for a residence permit without leaving the Russian Federation. So, those are the benefits. So the major one for me, because I am a student, the major benefit there for me is that after my education, I can stay in Russia, and all I need to do is convert this one I have to the permanent one. And at the end of the day, I'll be able to stay easily and freely in Russia without any student visa, work visa, or tourist visa. So what are the required documents? So the required documents will be placed on your screen. You can screenshot it and have a full view of what is required of you to get this residence permit. So without further ado, let's dive right into the steps that I took in order to achieve this goal. Number one, I got a police report or criminal record. So I filled the form, which I also included my fingerprint in this form. So when you fill this form, it's sent to the police department. So they help you to print out the criminal record. In the criminal record, it should be stated that you've not committed any crime in the past 3 months. So in the criminal record, it should be stated that you've not committed any crime or crimes in the past 3 months. So also after that, you need to take it for legalization in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. Depending on your country, you can take it to any of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs so that they can legalize it for you. And don't forget, make sure you note that you have to get the receipt. So the receipt in Nigeria apparently is around 400 naira that they did the legalization for me. So, but you need your receipt to show and prove at the embassy when it gets to Moscow, which will be going into that, this is legit. So make sure you don't forget about the receipt, because some people didn't get the receipt and the embassy in Moscow rejected the document. So the second point, my documents arrived in Moscow for legalization in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Moscow and the Russian embassy. So the document finally arrived in Moscow. I'll show you guys a photo of the document. So I got a messenger in Moscow to help me with all the embassy and foreign affairs parts. So I didn't have to do much. And also, I didn't get much information because I was not in Moscow. I don't live in Moscow. So I live in another city. So I sent a messenger to help me with everything. So I didn't get much info about how that process went. All I knew was I was told to send a letter addressing the Nigerian embassy. So, and I wrote some things there, and I also had a signatures, specifically for it. So I sent it to the messenger in Moscow, and that was it. That was it. So number three, my document was sent to my city. So guys, finally, after about 2 weeks of my document being in Moscow, it was finally sent to me through the post office system, and I received it immediately. Also, quick note, the police report expires in 3 months. That's about 12 weeks. So you need to be as prompt and fast as possible so that it doesn't expire before it gets to the immigration. So make sure you are very, very fast with it, because that stuff takes 3 months. The police report, the criminal record will give to you, it takes just 3 months. So you have to be fast with everything. So make sure that if you are using the messenger in Moscow, you tell him to speed up. And if you're doing it yourself, you speed it up, you understand? So that the process is as fast as possible, so that you can be able to meet the time given. Number four, I went to translate and notarize all of my documents. So as soon as my documents arrived in Yekaterinburg, which is my city, I took them to the translation and notarization office, and I also translated all the pages in my passport and notarized it. I was also told to translate and notarize the criminal record, which is the police report coming from Moscow. So I had to translate it and I had to notarize it because it was in English language. So I had to translate it to the Russian language and have it notarized. to certify that it's an original document rather. So make sure you take note of these points too. So number 5, I took my documents to the immigration office for the first check. So it's about to get spicy now. And so after that, I took all my documents to the immigration agency for their first check. So the medicals already stated the documents already in the beginning of the video, the documents you'll be needing for this process. So the state duty fee, which was around 1,600 rubles, and the documents from the university. So I took everything to the immigration office. So quick story. So the quick story is apparently my name in the university, I had an issue with it. So my name is Adeyemo Oluwafemi Olukayode. But in the university, because of the translation I did 4 years ago, the translation agency didn't actually get my name. So they put it as Oluwafemi Olukayode Adeyemo, meaning my first name now is my last name is my first name, like that, like that. So I had an issue with it because when I got to the immigration office, they told me why is my name different from like the one in the passport is different from the one in the educational document. So it gave me a lot of problems because I took literally close to 1 month to solve all of that problem. So make sure that every of your documents has the right name. So for example, if your name is Adeyemo Oluwafemi Olukayode, make sure that your name is not Olukayode Adeyemo Oluwafemi, you understand? Or scattered around, because these things are things that they're literally going to look into. So it got me really, really like worked up because they told me to go to the university again to go and get a new name and all of that, new name arrangement, and I had to go again and again and again because this thing don't really take like one day, they take time. The rector has to sign to approve that my name is changed now. So it was a whole hassle for me, but I'm so glad because it's literally I got okay. This is why I said you have to when you get your police report, it's just 3 months. So make sure that everything is passed. So the only good thing there is that I literally got my police report so early in Russia, so I had enough time I had about like literally 2 months left to figure that out. So I was literally already on it, working on it and all of that. So when my police report was literally like about don't worry, we'll get there though. But what I'm saying in essence is just make sure that everything is spelled right. Your name is spelled right in the correct order, in the correct alphabet and whatever it is so that you don't have any issues in the future. So number 6, I used an agency and they charged me 14,500 rubles. So a lot of people have been talking about why the use of an agency is beneficial and why it's not beneficial. For me, I feel like if you can do it yourself, you can go ahead and do it yourself. You can save yourself the stress. But I feel like me, I used an agency because of my busy schedule, how busy I am. And I'm in medical school. I also do a lot of, work and all of that. So I didn't really have much time. So I used an agency to check my documents before I take it to the immigration inspector. But I feel like if it's something that you can literally do by yourself, why not? You can go ahead and do it by yourself instead of paying an agency 14,500 rubles, which is to some people it's a lot. For me, it's worth my time, so it was really good for me. You understand? But the good thing about using an agency is the fact that literally when they help you with the check at the agency, the immigration or inspector doesn't really like stress you further because they feel like the agency already checked, so they don't really need to do much, to get you to where you need to be. So that's why it's good that the agency will already like go through your checks, go through your stress for you, help you and all of that. And at the end of the day, you get wherever you want to get. The only downside with the agency is that they can stress you. They will stress you a lot, but it's still good for you because they stress you. They stress me. Ah, my God, I was literally almost crying because I was like, they told me go and get your name arranged. Literally on my HIV certificate, the one I got it from the hospital here, one of the recognized hospitals here. And because they put Moscow instead of Moskva, like the Russian translation of Moscow, they told me no, go back and go and change it to Moskva. So this kind of things, this little arrangement. And the other thing about the agency is the person sitting here today that you talk to might be a different person tomorrow. You might meet with a different person tomorrow. So that one has a new thing to tell you. So for example, if the first person tells you that your documents, you need to go and change it. Maybe you need to go and bring the correct order of your name. The next person tomorrow can tell you, oh, your HIV certificate, you need to change your name. Or the other person should tell you, oh, your Spravka is not correct. Or the next person tells you, there's like 2 weeks on your Spravka. You should have like 2 days. So it's like a whole thing where you need to like pray also that you're lucky with the agency people because they will stress you. I was literally in the agency for like seven times, like go, come, go, come, go, come, like that. And that's it. Those 7 times, like 7 days, literally I was like going and coming because it keeps stressing me and all of that. But glory be to God, we have it done already. So yeah. So number 7, after the checks with the agency, I was scheduled a meeting with the immigration inspector. So after the checks, with the agency, the all going and coming. They finally scheduled a meeting with the inspector for me, the immigration inspector. So I met with the immigration inspector. Trust me, guys, I was literally very nervous. Like, but when I got in, because I've heard a lot of stories about how immigration inspectors can be mean, can be rude, can be all of that. But guys, I'll tell you, if you pray and you have a positive mindset, these people are literally like human beings like you. So they told me, you can get your stuff denied, bitch. You can tell you to go back and go and rearrange your document, blah, 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 like that. But literally, guess who was gisting with the immigration inspector for literally 10 to 20 minutes? We were just there gisting. She asked me, where are you from? Oh, I like your hair. Who made your hair? Stuff like that. And I was like, okay. Because I was literally even nervous. I was like, this one that she's asking me about my hair. I just where I'm from. She was very like nice to me. She did her job properly and she made me feel very comfortable. So, and immediately she finished, she directed me to the next phase, which was the thumb printing. So number 8, I went for the final fingerprinting. So the fingerprinting team or the fingerprinting organization, they were very chilled, and the whole process was easy for me. Though literally I had to wait because there was like a whole long line in front of me, but literally I was there, I was in. And when I finally got in, they were like looking at me like somebody already achieved the whole world. They were like, this guy. They were just looking at me like one successful man, like which by God's grace I will be. So they made me comfortable and they did the fingerprinting and they asked me like the inspector already told me like what time I'm gonna get the the residence permit rather. And I said, yeah, she told me in 2 months time. They said that's true. So they gave me a document, like a paper to confirm it, and they told me to just go and come back in 2 months time to get my residence permit. So number 9, I was given a return date of 2 months, like I already said. So, but my own fell on April 6th to come for the collection. Though there were some issues, I didn't go, but like I went the next, I think April 8th, which brings me to the next point. So finally, number 10, guys, I got the residence permit. I think you guys should clap, like, because the stress was just a lot for me. So literally, I went April 8th or 9, thereabout, like I already said, because of some issues that I was having. I think it was a weekend, so I was literally like doing some other things. I was doing some project. So I went I think it was on a Tuesday that I went and I got it's called RVPO, which is the residence permit. So I got it and everybody there were just like congratulating me. I was literally like so happy. I felt fulfilled and I felt like the whole stress finally paid off. So guys, that was it literally. So in conclusion, guys, it was not a very smooth process. In fact, but with determination, focus, and hard work, I was able to scale through it. Also, God sent me someone actually. Kudos to you, Professor Sulaiman. If you're actually watching this video, big kudos to you because literally he helped me. I would have literally given up. He calmed me down. He told me, okay, don't worry, this thing is very possible. I also got mine. It was difficult for me. And to be honest, it was God sent because like I was at the verge of giving up. I had a lot of delays, a lot of turn-offs and all of those things, but he was just there for me, calming me down, telling me, okay, don't worry, this thing is possible. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And you'll be able to tell your story, which will be a testimony. And I'm so glad I was able to, push through it. And with the help of somebody like him, and finally, I'm sharing this testimony with you guys on how I got it too. So guys, if you need help with anything, I can help. If you have future plans of staying in Russia, it's a wise decision to work on getting the residence permit because it has numerous benefits. If you need anything, you can reach out to me and I'll help you on your journey ahead. So if you need anything in the journey of getting this residence permit, you can literally call me. You can literally text me. No, text me on WhatsApp. That's better because I literally might be in a class or I can be somewhere else. So you can text me and we can literally talk about it on WhatsApp and I'll explain everything that you need to do, the steps that I took, the little ones I know, and I hope it's going to be beneficial to you. And guys, also if you want to study in Russia, you want somebody to help you, I run an agency that help people process their admission to Russia. So literally, you can send me a message, you can send me a text on WhatsApp, you can send me a text on Instagram, and definitely I'll be fast and quick to reply to you. So I'll reply to you and I'll be able to help you with your process. If you want to do your process with the help of an agent that is experienced, we've been working for the past 4 years now. We help students from all around the globe to gain admission in Russia, Nigeria, Uganda, Rwanda, the United States, Canada, wherever you're from, name it. We can literally help you get your admission. Even if you are somebody in another country and you want to relocate or migrate to Russia, you're enjoying the news you've been hearing about Russia. You see, the temporary residence is not as difficult as other parts of the world. Because this is my story that I'm literally sharing with you guys. Someone shared her own story with me, and she told me the years and the efforts, and at the end of the day, it was even denied. She had to reapply again, stuff like that. So I'm even lucky. My story is not even as complicated. So, but still, a story is a story, and everybody, a lesson is learned. So, and I hope you guys are going to get it. Those of you that are in the process, I hope you get it at the end of the day. Those of you that just want to start, I hope this will be a motivation to push you to finally start this process. It's a very nice process, very easy process. And with the help of God and with the help of somebody like me, we'll be able to push through it together. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. That's with Daniel, guys.